Hey y'all, I just thought I'd run down here real quick. Chelsea is taking advantage of the rain and spending some time with friends. That's a good thing for her to do. And Hugh and I are working on the cool room in the basement. But I thought I'd take a break and run down here and see how our hoops fared in all that rain last night. And it was a rain event. I'll have to show you all the pond because it's fuller than it's ever been, which concerns me because tonight I think we're expecting about 7 inches of rain. I think. I'll have to look at that weather report again. And that means there's no way that that pipe can take all of it out. I don't think. So I don't want to wake up in the morning and have our little land bridge down there blown out and half of the fencing gone on that end. And I'm not going to think that. I'm not going to think that. We'll just take it as it comes and hope for the best. But it looks like everything held well. You can see where some of the little hoops have leaned over. And what I found out, and if we'd had time, we would have done this yesterday, and we'll actually have to do this before snow. Well, actually, we'll do that this week as soon as the rain is finished. But we'll pull this fabric back and we'll tie these hoops together with baler twine, and then at the end we'll just use a stake and stake it in on both ends, because that will keep the little hoops. You can see on that one, see that, well, you can see that's the only one I actually had the time to do yesterday, but it will need to be staked in at the end, and that will hold them all tight and upright. And I'll put one right down the middle and then one on both sides, and that will give some rigidity to everything so they don't bend over, especially with a snow load on them. You can see that one right there where that one especially is leaning. But the good thing is that they withstood the wind, and everything should be happy under there. I'm not going to lift anything. It's really ooky. Very, very muddy. But it was a good thing to do. I think that we saved them from this damaging weather event. And now they will go through the winter for us and be beautiful in the spring. Yay. It's raining right now, but this is a nice gentle rain compared to some of the downpours we've had in the last 24 hours. The cattle are even out in it. They love being out in the weather. The flowers on the other side, believe it or not, still look okay. I was concerned about them surviving. Chelsea and a friend of hers staked up our new flush of sunflowers. They still may have an opportunity. They also staked up, let me see, something else. The straw flowers, because they're top heavy. But everything else over there, they're looking okay, y'all. We may still yet have another week or two of flowers this fall. That makes me happy. And so does my barn. My barn makes me happy. Look, all Hugh's equipment over there against the fence. This winter, Chelsea and I are hoping that along the inside of the flower fence, the flower garden, that the fencing on both sides, that we can build some significant lengths of raised beds to plant perennials in. We want to plant perennials. Yarrow is a perennial, and the mountain mint, of course, the mountain mint doesn't need to go in a raised bed, but a number of things that we can plant as perennials that will just be a little happier for me to take care of if they're up off the ground a bit. We're probably only going to make them maybe 12 inches tall, 18 inches at the highest. But that will be nice. They'll be permanent. They'll be out of the way. We'll have the fence along the back where it's shady. We'll be putting perennials that will enjoy the shade they'll still get the morning sun. And then the ones on this side will be full sun perennials. And so yeah, we have more plans than we have time, but I bet that's the case with probably most of you. Just seems to be. Life just doesn't give us enough hours in the day, does it? All right, y'all. Love you much. If you're in this storm right now, stay safe. And if the storm's headed your way, I think the worst is supposed to be here tonight, and then clearing up tomorrow afternoon. But let's just all stay safe and truly weather this storm. Love you much. Bye-bye.